What's going on, you all? Welcome back. In this video, I'm just going to get straight to the point. This is a video on the 12 people you need to go ahead and get up out your life right now. The sooner the better. If you're in middle school, high school listening to me, please, I'm glad you tuned in. I didn't have anyone to tell me when I was in my formative years and at your age the type of people that I needed to look out for. I had some type of clue, but I was of the mindset of, oh, it would get better. Oh, things will change. I was fed that false hope. So look, I don't want to do that to you all because I'm well past that age. I am well into adulthood, and the people that I used to deal with that did this, I actually thought it was going to get better. I'm telling you all this based on my lived experience. If YouTube is still around 10, 15 years from now, come back, leave a comment and tell me if I was being honest with you or if what I was saying was not the truth, okay? So the first friend you want to get up out your life is that friend who patronizes you, okay? This is a friend that that leaves these they always throw out these little snarky comments. Let's say you're a doctor. Someone asks you a question and you just happen to not know the answer, right? This person will say, well, I thought you would know, you're the doctor. Or I thought you would know, you're the teacher. Oh, I thought you would know. So, you know what I mean? That's patronizing. People who always say, well, must be nice. That's patronizing. It's not going to get better, y'all. Just see it for what it is and tell yourself, well, you know what? This is not going to get better. But as of now, I'm just doing this to fulfill a void. And if you're okay with that, if you're really okay with that, then do you. Number two, the person, and if you're in middle school, high school, I know, probably elementary school, I know you have experienced what I'm about to tell you. But don't worry, it happens when you're an adult too. So this is a person that goes back and tells your crush that you like them just to see what they would do. So before I get into that, let me just give you a quick word of advice. If you have a crush on someone and if you like someone, don't tell your friends. Don't tell anybody, really. And here's why. Because, like I said in many of my other videos, you always got that one friend that don't like you. The first thing that fake friend will go do is walk right up to that person, that guy or girl that you said that you had a crush on. They will tell them that. They will point you out, and then they'll wait. And let's say they don't even do it in a mean way. That fake friend is going to bust out laughing. That fake friend is going to fall all over the ground. That fake friend is going to point at you, try to embarrass you and be like, ooh, girl, he just said, that he didn't thank you and this and that, really trying to put you on the spot. When that happens to you, it's not going to get better. It's not going to get better. Third person you want to go ahead and get up out your life. This is one of those type of people who go, something's wrong with my bank. These are those people that always got a problem with their bank. They always want to go everywhere. They always want to hang out with you. They always want to be around you. Maybe because you pay for everything. Maybe because you always go to the fun places. But whenever it comes time to pay up, whenever it comes time to give out something, whenever it comes time to invest, whatever the case may be, you invite them over and you say, everybody bring a dish. They will always claim that there is something wrong with their bank. Let me tell you this, okay? Every day that we wake up, we check our banking app on our phone because we want to know how our money is going to plan our day. If we broke, then we're not going to be doing much that day. So if something is missing from your bank, what's the first thing you're going to do? Call, right? If a bill came out that wasn't supposed to come out, you're going to call. If you had something on auto pay and you didn't know, you're going to call. You're going to stop auto pay. When you don't get the money you feel you're entitled to, you call. That's all I'm saying. So anybody that keeps telling you, Oh, something's wrong with my bank. Oh, I can't cash app you that money back. Or you're going to have to Uber me here because something's wrong with my bank. And I keep calling them and this and that. Do whatever you want to do with that information. Fourth person you want to get up out your life is that person that always makes you fight with your siblings. Anytime they're around you and your sibling, especially if you have a sibling that's close to you in age, and so y'all have the same, circle of friends that y'all run with. You could be, a kid, teenager, adult. Whenever you have a person that always wants to make a comparison between you and your other sibling, let's say there's two boys, brothers, two girls or sisters, right? And you got that friend, male or female, that always want to come in and try to point out the differences between you and your other sibling, especially if you all are close. And they always want to say, well, why is her hair this way and your hair ain't that way? Or why is she tall and you short? Why is she light and you dark? Why? And or they'll just even like straight up say, I like the handsome brother. I like the prettier sister. Stuff like that. When people see you and your sibling getting along, playing, enjoying life, they always try to make you beat up on your brother or sister. You know how I know? Because it happened to me. I had a girl when I was, how old was I? I want to say I had to have been 8. She tried to get me to fight my sister for no reason. Look, this continues into adulthood. Whenever you have that person that always want to make a comparison between you and your sibling for no reason, it's not going to get better. Get that person up out of your life. Okay? So the fifth person you want to get out of your life is a person that tests your boundaries. This is a person that whenever you create a boundary of some sort, this person always want to ask you questions. And the reason why they want to ask you questions is because they want to know how firm and how rigid your boundary is. So if they see where you're willing to bend, watch what they do. So the people that ask you, well, I know I heard you say this, but this. Well, I know I heard you say that you don't do this, but what if? Get them out your life. It's not going to get better. Okay? So the sixth person that you want to get up out your life is the person that takes jabs at you disguised as a joke. The thing I realized about jokes is people speak the truth through their jokes. They're just trying to find a fun way to bring it up and get it out there. So now at the age I'm at now, I have learned to decipher when someone keeps making the same joke over and over again. I'm like, okay, they trying to when I was younger, I used to laugh. It was funny. Now I clock it. They keep making the same joke about you. This is the truth that they're telling. This is what they really want to say. So if they can't come to you and just simply say, hey, I have an issue with you. I think we should come talk about it and stuff like that. But they keep wanting to take these jabs. That's a person you need to get up out your life because it's not going to get better. The seventh person that you want to get out of your life is the person that always tells you or says to you, well, all you got to do is go do this. All you got to do is go say this. All you got to do is go over there and cash that check. All you got to do is call him. If that's all you got to do, how come they're not doing it? When someone always tries to make something seem so simple, well, just go over there and hop that fence and get that ball. That's all you got to do. No, you go over there and hop that fence and get that ball. Well, all you got to do is take this paper right here and go down to such and such. No, that's all you got to go do. So that's the person you want to get up out your life because they're going to keep tying you into their mess and it's just going to get worse. So the eighth person that you want to get about your life, and I know a lot of people may not agree with this, but it's okay. And I'm going to speak from the standpoint of a woman. If you're a man, then go ahead and switch the roles, the situation. But this is someone who always wants to follow your man, your husband, your fiance, your boyfriend, your significant other. It doesn't matter. They always want to follow them on social media before they follow you and you're their friend. And I'm just going to pretty much leave it at that. You may not think much of it now, but there is always a beginning to everything. Be aware of that friend that when you post who you're married to or who you're in a relationship with, and then they go click on that person's name, and the next thing you know, they're following that person. Okay, even if they are following you, there's really no need for them to follow your significant other. Now, you can call that insecurity all you want to. I'm going to call it experience. The ninth person, someone who only uses you for help. This person that when it comes time to party, when it comes time to travel, when it comes time to do all the fun things in life, you're not on their radar. But the second that they need help, the second their back is up against the wall, the second they need some money, the second they're in a financial crunch, they always know how to call your number. And for some reason, they'll call it 3 or 4 times in a row and even text you and say, this is important, get back to me. And as soon as you get back in contact with them, they need some money. But outside of that, once you give them the money, they have absolutely nothing to do with you. You would think to ask yourself, well, if I'm helping them out, why would they hate me? Here's why. Because you got it to give and they don't. They have to humble themselves to come to ask you to give them something because they know that you're good for it. And they're not at that point in time in their life where they can supply their own needs. So this makes them resent you. They'll always come to you to ask, but secretly the reason why you're not invited to all the fun events is because they don't like you. The 10th person you want to go ahead and get up out of your life is the person that puts you in uncomfortable situations, knowing that you're fearful, you're afraid, and they tend to think this is funny. Like if you tell someone you're afraid of heights, they convince you to go to the mountains. If you tell someone you're afraid of water, they'll jokingly push you in the water and be like, it's not a big deal. If you tell someone you're afraid of spiders, they'll throw a spider on you. And the reason why you have to go ahead and get that person up out of your life, because that's all they'll ever do. Your embarrassment, the fact that you're uncomfortable, the fact that you're nauseous, the fact that you're stressed out, the fact that you have a lot of anxiety being in this situation that they have intentionally created, and they sit back and they enjoy watching you, the terror in your face. They enjoy watching you sweat. They enjoy watching you get uneasy, and they record you and they think it's funny. They say it's not a big deal. They say, oh, I'm just trying to have fun. How many people have gotten pushed into water from someone trying to have fun and that person didn't know how to swim? I don't know if you all remember the story. If I can find it, I'll post it right here, where the girl had second thoughts about jumping off the bridge, and her friend went ahead and pushed her off anyway, and she had bruising all in the front of her. So the 11th person that you want to go ahead and get up out of your life is someone who laughs at you whenever you are embarrassed. And this kind of goes back into what I just said about, number 10, putting you in uncomfortable situations and laughing about it. This is someone that when you're embarrassed, they laugh. Now, the reason why this is different is because they may not necessarily cause the embarrassment, but when the embarrassment happens, they will laugh. This is someone who always wants to point out that a particular person doesn't really, like you, just to see what you would say. And it's like, no matter what happens to you, that's always the highlight of their day. Especially if it's something bad, especially if it's something embarrassing or something that you really truly don't want anyone to know. This person will always find a reason to bring it up. And you could tell them to chill, but they will always wait till the worst moment to bring it up. It's not going to get better. So y'all in middle school, y'all in high school, if you just happen to tune into what I'm telling you, it's not going to get better. And the last person that you need to go ahead and get up out your life is that person that always brings your name up when they don't even need to. What do I mean by that? Here's what I mean. This is someone that on the surface you think they're your friend. You think you're cool with them, right? But when you're not around, they'll come back and tell you a story of where they brought your name up. And there's nowhere in any part of that conversation where you could figure out what was the purpose of them bringing up your name. Unless someone else brings up your name, but them bringing it up or stirring up the pot. This is a person that will relate information to someone that's not even called for. This is a person that will just randomly tell someone something about you that could spark an issue or a problem or a debate. And then they'll actually come back and tell you because they want you to know. But the whole time you sit up there, you're looking at them thinking, why did you even bring my name up in the first place? Or what made you give them that information? Or what made you tell them that detail? I only told you, what was the purpose of that conversation? And I've actually had to ask people that. Why did you bring that up? I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. I didn't think they was going to take it like that. Or, I was just having conversation. Okay, have a conversation about you. Little things like that. So whenever you have someone who keeps bringing your name up in a conversation that they know could potentially spark or ignite some type of feud, but when you ask them and there's really no good reason, it's because they don't like you. And someone that doesn't like you is going to continue to make your life hard. And before you know it, you're going to have lost a lot of time. You're going to have lost a lot of energy and emotions. And I'm here to tell you now, if you listen to this video, don't let it be you. Don't let it be you. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.